The 1960s and 70s were a golden age for cars in America. It was a time when the open road wasn't just a way to get somewhere. It was an adventure. Cars were big, bold, and built with personality. They weren't just machines. They were a part of your family's story. Today on American Rewind, we re-looking back at the top 10 car models of the 60s and 70s that defined an era and still make our hearts race. 10. Volkswagen Beetle. The people's car, it wasn't flashy, it wasn't powerful, but the Beetle was everywhere. In the 60s and 70s, this little bug became a symbol of simplicity and counterculture. Affordable, reliable, and with a design that never seemed to change, the Beetle reminded Americans that cars didn't always have to roar. They could simply roll. 9. Pontiac Firebird. The stylish rival. When the Firebird hit the roads in 1967, it became the Camaro's fiery cousin. With sleek lines and powerful V8 options, it gave young drivers a taste of speed without breaking the bank. By the 70s, with models like the Firebird Trans Am, it had cemented itself as a true American muscle icon. 8. Dodge Charger. Power on wheels. If you wanted raw muscle, the Charger delivered. With its long body and massive engines, it wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Pop culture only fueled its legend, from racing films to TV shows. For many, the Charger was the dream car that meant you had truly arrived. 7. Chevrolet Impala. The family cruiser before SUVs took over, families piled into the Impala. It was roomy, smooth, and stylish. In the 60s, the Impala SS became one of the best-selling cars in America. For road trips, Sunday drives, and teenage cruising on Main Street, the Impala was the king of comfort. 6. Plymouth Barracuda. The forgotten star, the Barracuda might not be as famous today, but in the 60s and 70s, it was a beast. With bold styling and serious horsepower, the Cuda was Chrysler's answer to the Mustang and Camaro. For collectors today, it's one of the most prized muscle cars of the era. 5. Chevrolet Camaro, the everyday muscle car. Born in 1966 as Chevy's answer to the Mustang, the Camaro quickly became a fan favorite. With affordable pricing, multiple trim levels, and a style that screamed freedom, it was the car of choice for young drivers. Even today, the Camaro name carries that same spirit of rebellion. 4. Pontiac GTO, the muscle car pioneer. Many call the GTO the very first muscle car. In 1964, Pontiac put a big V8 into a mid-size body and changed car culture forever. The GTO wasn't just about speed, it was about attitude. For an entire generation, it was the symbol of power and youth. 3. Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, America's sports car. The Corvette was more than a car. It was a dream. In the 60s and 70s, the Stingray's sleek, futuristic design made it the poster car for speed and style. For those lucky enough to drive one, it felt like piloting a spaceship on wheels. 2. Ford Mustang, the car that started it all, launched in 1964. The Mustang wasn't just a car, it was a revolution. Affordable, stylish, and customizable, it gave every young American a chance to own something exciting. From the fastback to the Mach 1, the Mustang became the face of freedom and the ultimate symbol of the open road. 1. Dodge Challenger, the lasting legend. Introduced in 1970, the Challenger embodied everything people loved about muscle cars, big engines, bold colors, and endless options. It was powerful, stylish, and unforgettable. Even decades later, the Challenger name lives on, reminding us of the muscle car wars that defined an era. The 60s and 70s gave us cars with soul machines that weren't just transportation, but treasured memories. Whether you remember your first drive in a Mustang or your family road trips in an Impala, these cars shaped our lives. Which classic would you bring back if you could? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this nostalgic ride, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again here on American Rewind.